The combination of aggressive money creation and rapid interest rate hikes are textbook markers the US dollar's overall structural position is being stressed. For more than 20 years, the paper dollar has been exploited. Once heavily endorsed as a symbol of power, now it seems the US economy is running hot.
In 2020, when the US government under the Biden administration began to expand the money supply at unprecedented levels, a possible reflex to the pandemic, it created long-tail inflation pressure. This is when the actors in the government have to create as many logical reasons to get back this money. Usually, this will be balanced by how productive the people of the economy are. However, inflation, once it takes hold, one can begin to see a currency's real value erode, contributing to a country's loss of global confidence and purchasing power. Inflation is the real enemy to any global superpower.
Beijing is shipping goods to possibly every country on the planet, with the US economy and the Chinese economy increasingly investing in more of the same things. Beijing is continuously on the lurk for market opportunity. Chinese analysts watching the US market daily. For our Chinese guests, learning when the US government is facing a structural crisis could be a perfect opportunity to take care of business. From one wallet to an electric one trust for another, exchanging it for gold and various cryptocurrencies, squeezing every little bit of value out of it possible.
If you notice things may have gotten a little more expensive recently, this is possibly a ripple related to inflation. Forced to battle the inflation, governments will sharply rise interest rates as a defensive move. In short, what they may have unknowingly indicated domestically is that inflation is way out of control, and to do this persistently shows alarming signs for concern. For a country like China, that is an opportunity to act. Both China and the US require more and more of the same resources: oil, metal, food, gas, cars, drones, ships, trains, and more. With an economy now twice as productive as the US, China is a constant required input, sustaining cities of production lines, persistently acting to secure its influence globally. The experiment of 2021 saw the fallen purchasing power of the US dollar, and influencers and companies have since shifted. With US debt servicing costs exploding, foreign holding of US treasuries not showing signs of growing. Larger economies are now building trade corridors that circumvent the dollar. These may be some of the indicators. In Washington, something needs to happen. Investors are always looking for somewhere good to invest their money, and the dollar has influenced generations.
Erythroxylum coca, a high-energy plant found in abundance in the Andes and Central America. Erythroxylum served travelers on the high mountain for thousands of years, with highly effective medicinal use, reducing hunger and fatigue, keeping one more aware when exploring the extremities of the Andes. The leaf of the plant is used widely throughout the continent in remedies, crushed and boiled. It served humbly before made popular in North America. Soon, extracting the cocaine from the leaves became one of the norms for this plant. North American citizens risked hefty prison sentences trafficking erythroxylum coca stateside. It's estimated Colombia boasts up to a whopping 70% of global erythroxylum coca production, with Peru harvesting about 20% of the global market, and Bolivia claiming as much as 10%. Yet the story of prohibition is not only about health or morality, it can be seen as being as much about power. In 1914, North America moved to criminalize erythroxylum coca with the passage of the Harrison Act. In 1915, Coca-Cola released the iconic Contour bottle in what was probably North America's single most profitable symbol of a brand-defining victory. To know erythroxylum coca leaves have been chewed for centuries in the Andes, but now it is legal for the world through only one commercial giant. Truly a demonstration of what can only be described as the ultimate economic dominance. Through legal frameworks, cocaine is found in some prescription medicines. Erythroxylum coca is a profitable business. It would seem North America has the economy, but Central America contains the product. With North America having previously punished Central and South American economies, South America has been forced to take its business elsewhere. Through boycotting oil production, cocaine production, and marijuana production, the United States has found itself cut off from long-term economic favoritism, having pushed Central and South American economies to seek valuable partnership abroad. Unlike oil, which North America produced domestically, coca and marijuana were not abundant in North America, so the US and Canada would have become reliant on Latin America, as they were crops of the America to the south. Through years of vigorous campaigning, larger corporations in North America effectively cut off South America's economies from legitimate global markets, branding the plant as illegal by vote while regulating its infrastructure in the shadows. The US government successfully regulated the plant globally. The America to the south became a steady supply, and all countries that were not in line with Washington's ruling became labeled as violators of this law.